Hi, Scorpio. This is Magic from Finding Magnificence in You. This is going to be your June 2020 reading. This will apply to Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, and any other major Scorpio placements, okay? Scorpio, we're going to do 6-card spread. Actually, let's do an 8-card spread for you guys. This is a look at your soulmate. Remember, some of the energies may be reversed, or some of the things that I may describe in your reading may be about you. What I'm going to do is use some oracle cards to clarify. This is a general reading, so not all of the messages will be for you, okay? Sometimes I pick up if this is a third party, or if they're dealing with other things such as family, friends, I may pick up other energies, okay? So I'll try my best to point out any signs that I see, but I'm going to try to focus more on the energies that I'm seeing, okay? So let's get started. I did a little bit of shuffling. I shuffled before I started, so I think the cards are shuffled well enough. I've already split my oracle decks. I'm going to be using the Yin Yang Oracle deck and the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle deck, okay? And I may, I may pull some messages from the Truth. I believe it's called the Hidden Truth Oracle. Yeah, this deck here. So I'll pull a few cards from that at the end, okay? So let's do your 8 cards. Let's shuffle. Give me 8 cards for Scorpio. 8 cards for Scorpio, please. Okay, Scorpio. So right now, and when I read, me personally as a reader, sorry about that. Lots of traffic. When I read, I look at the court cards as people, because that's what they represent in a tarot. And a lot of readers like to say that the cards are not gender specific, but tarot has people on the cards as specific genders for a reason. So I'll read both ways, as energies and as people, because that's what they are. Okay, so I see a strong air sign male presenting themselves to me. Some of you guys are dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra male. The energy here can represent someone that is contemplating a decision. And the reason I say this is because there's some resistance here, right? With the Tower in reverse and the 7 of Wands. And then here we have clarity, King of Swords and the Hangman reverse. So there is some sort of clarity that comes out of this challenge, okay, or something that was being resisted. So we have the Chariot, and these are 2 7s that are lining up. Have a lot of, so we have 3 7s so far, 7, 7, 7. We have the Fool in reverse. This is what the resistance is about. It's about taking some sort of leap of faith, or starting a new journey. And this is what the King of Swords is here representing. It's representing clarity. As we see here, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. This can point to someone wanting to come in with communication if you haven't spoken to someone. Wow, my light just got brighter all of a sudden. We have the Queen of Cups, so there could be a Pisces involved as well, with the Hangman crowning it. Okay. We have the 2 of Swords as our overall energy. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have Justice. Very nice. We have Libra energy here, which represents balance. It also represents the 7th house. So there could be some sort of relationship dynamic here that is at the forefront. There is going to be some sort of transformation or some clarity coming in about this relationship. Okay. The number that represents the Justice card is the number 11. That could be of some significance for somebody watching. Number 11 is a master number, and again, it does speak to an awakening. And I do have lots of cards here that speak to an awakening. We have 3 7s, and we have contemplation. Someone is contemplating making some sort of decision. At the end of the day, a decision will be made. With this Queen of Cups showing up in reverse, someone will be overcoming. I have Cancer too here, just in case you guys were wondering. Aries, Sagittarius with signs. I'm seeing Scorpio. I see you here. But I feel like this is about overcoming some very negative emotions, or a period of time where you were feeling very emotionally overwhelmed. I feel like what the clarity is going to bring is going to help you to come out of this energy here of the Queen of Cups in reverse. And this could also be you detaching emotionally from a situation. All right, so let's do some clarifying. So with the Tower in reverse and the seven of the Chariot, I'm looking at the seven, but it is the Chariot. There was some sort of resistance of something falling apart, or something did fall apart, but in the subconscious energy with the Chariot, I do see you trying to overcome whatever that was, okay? Trying to rebuild, trying to regain some sort of control. Wow. So, yeah. So the resistance to releasing or surrendering, okay, to something, to a series of events, or to just some sort of realization. Yeah. With the third eye, there was some sort of clarity. So this is about an epiphany. And it's going to actually, or the purpose of this tower here was to get you to see something from a different perspective, to have clarity, or to follow the intuition. And with the seven being doubled here, this is about an awakening that took place. Something happened. It may have been very difficult, but it was to help you to release something, to purge. Bottom of the deck, we have cosmic purpose. We have the North Node here being highlighted. Some of you guys may have, your North Node may be Cancer, okay? Or this could be just talking about how we switched from Cancer North Node into Gemini. And with that shift into the Geminian North Node came a ending of a long drawn out 18-month cycle. And there is some sort of need to release or to surrender, because there's resistance here. And it is to allow you to move forward here with the Chariot, to have victory over a situation or a cycle. Okay, that was difficult. What's the Seven of Wands here? Some of you guys, I see you are completing something very challenging with the Seven of Wands. But in your subconscious, there is still a little bit of fear, okay, of starting a new journey. Clarify the Seven of Wands, please, for Scorpio. Yeah. See, you have to come to the South Node, comfort zone, clinging. Makes a lot of sense that we saw the North Node and now the South Node. So the resistance is to come out of your comfort zone. We have a masculine, so this could be, maybe surrendering or releasing a masculine, or this could be your person. Obviously, it is mostly about your person, because this is a look at your soulmate. So your person had to release, to surrender a way of being, or resistance to this connection, or just resistance to change and transformation. It feels like your masculine is still kind of standing their ground, is still clinging on to some sort of belief system, mindset, ideal, because there is a little bit of a fear here. Karma came in, though, to balance out the scales about something. Maybe they didn't treat you fairly in the past, so they had to go through some sort of karma in order to help them to purge a certain situation, so they can move forward here to regain control over their life. Right, higher self. Wow, attraction, activation. The 3 sevens here is alluding to this awakening into their higher consciousness here. Maybe to leave behind the foolish behavior, reckless behavior with the Fool in reverse, operating from a space of immaturity, right? And that's a lot of cards. We have Uranus coming up here, reflection. We have a lot of cards. I'm going to put these back. We do have masculines going through renewal. Yeah, they went through some sort of event that is pushing them forward to release and to come out of this comfort zone of being a certain way or acting a certain way or not being open to this connection with you. Okay, let's go to the King of Swords. Let's get a message for the King of Swords. Right, we have self-love, intention. So now they're coming in being uh, of integrity, wanting to communicate honestly here, being clear-minded. Let's clarify. One more card for self-love, creation, intentions. So their intentions now have changed. Let's see. Wow. Didn't I say I felt a strong air sign presence? So we do have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming through strongly for some of you guys. Okay. You could be dealing with one of these signs, or you could be an air sign watching for Scorpio. Okay, so that could be why this energy is coming up this way. But this is all about clarity. This is a new beginning. This is the Ace of Air, Ace of Swords, again, twice. So this person is learning self-love. Okay, because what happened was they were operating from their lower self, which would be the Fool in reverse, going against their self, being reckless, um, but operating from a space of fear, ego, because this is an Aries card. And for me, the Aryan energy, the shadow side of the Aryan energy, or the Aries, which represents the self, the first house, the shadow side of that energy, right? Not specifically an Aries person, but when you are operating from the shadow side of yourself, there is going to be an acting out. So, for example, if this person had low self-worth, low self-esteem, or you may have low self-worth, low self-esteem, this connection is to bring out um, or to reflect back the parts of yourself that you need to heal. And you may have reflected back, because remember, you attract, what your vibrational match to. So if we're operating from a space of self-doubt, low self-worth, low self-esteem, you may have attracted this person, but both of you guys reflected something back to each other to help the healing process, the awakening process. I have strong Libra for some of you guys here as well. Okay. And what I'm seeing is that, now this person is, they were resisting coming out of this comfort zone. I want to throw a card on the comfort zone, but some sort of awakening is taking place for them that is going to get them to see themselves for who they truly are. And they may not like what they see. Okay. They may not like because they may have been in denial. They may have been presenting themselves as someone of integrity, or they may have been, self-absorbed, but in a negative sense. And I see them being at some sort of crossroads, knowing that there needs to be change in order for them to have a better quality of life here, because I do see them needing to overcome some challenges here. And part of this lesson for this person, and for you too, because you are directly tied to this particular connection, is for them to be completely honest with themselves, for them to see. Because remember, the overall energy is this person's blindfolded, okay? And what's happening is that this person cannot make a decision because they're not clear. They're not sure if they want to take this leap of faith with this Fool card, even though their higher self is telling them to. They're fearful of it because it would require them to make changes that they may not be ready to make, right? Because they've been a certain way for such a long time, and they may have thought that they were acting in a way that is, that is for them. They see it as wow. And I'm saying shadow side as I'm trying to formulate my thought. Yeah, they thought they were acting in integrity, or if they thought however they were acting, it was a form of conditioning that they've learned through different experiences. But in their mind, they didn't think anything was wrong, with them. They may have had an idea that maybe their behavior was wrong, but I think that what they did was, instead of them taking accountability and responsibility, they may have put blame on others for why they behave the way they behave, and they kind of justify the behavior, even though they knew in a way that it hindered their progress and their growth. So yeah, so they're going through an awakening, and they're going through some sort of dark night of the soul here. There could be a twin flame connection involved here. Let's go further here into the future potential with the Hangman. Yeah, and this is what's being alleviated. The confusion. Now there's clarity about how they feel. So they didn't know. This is why they were at this crossroads, because they weren't sure about these feelings that they had for you, or you weren't sure about the feelings. And I don't want to make it about a man. It could be a woman as well. This man wasn't sure about how they felt, but there is going to be um, some sort of clarity around this Neptunian energy, these rose-colored glasses, for them to see clearly. Why have they been in avoidance of feeling? Because, you know, the King of Swords could be very cold and detached. Why have they not been feeling? Because they were afraid, you know, again, possibly because of the underlying fears, lack, low self-worth that they may have been trying to cover up with ego, which is the shadow side of the Aryan energy. The first house energy is sometimes what I was saying in the beginning is sometimes that is sometimes that manifests as ego, pride, being self-absorbed, self-centered, right? Look at me, I'm the shit, I look good, I got this, I got that. It's overcompensation. It's like, I don't like who I am, so I'm going to pretend to be something that I'm not. But then they did it for so long that they started to believe their own lies, right? So for the Queen of Cups, we have integration and union, which is beautiful because there is going to be some sort of union here. I want to throw one more card on that integration union card. At the bottom, there was the Venus offer card. Ooh, okay. Fate. Wow, divine intervention. So there is a fated union that takes place here. Now with this Queen of Cups, this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And again, that Piscean energy came through strongly because of the Neptune influence. So like I said, there could be a strong Pisces presence here, but it could just be the energy. There's, like I said, the first house energy and the 12th house energy here. And then with this Ace of Air, there's a strong Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy because of the justice coming through for the balance and the karma, or the universe comes in to balance out the situation for you. And then for the Ace of Swords, which is also aqua energy. It could be Libra, but it's aqua energy, right? Which is, which I did see come out earlier, which is the detaching from an old way of being. Okay, let's throw a card on this Ace of Air, clarify it, right, and to release control, right? Because that King of Swords can come through as very controlling, but I feel like whatever is taking place here is allowing this person to take off this blindfold, to come out of this energy of not refusing to see something, refusing to see the connection. All right, so let's go a little bit deeper with this lack card here. Lacks, doubts, yeah. We have self-care and celebration, abundance. So what happens is when this person can cut out or to acknowledge the shadow side and to be an acceptance of it, to be an acceptance of who they are, right? Instead of trying to hide it, they start to integrate the energy of self-care, which is self-love for me. And then that is what brings in these gifts of abundance from the universe here. Let's throw some clarifiers. I want to clarify the celebration card because I love this, because this is a gift being given. And it's about the gift of this lesson here. And I'm going to incorporate you into this because, like I said, you could be a Piscean woman watching, but the Queen of Cups could also be Scorpio. You could be a Cancer. You could be the air sign. You could be the Aries, okay? I do see Sagittarius. Obviously, all signs are here, right? However, I'm just calling out the ones that stick out, and I'm going to call out the major arcanas first and foremost, which are Cancer, Scorpio, um, Aries, and Pisces, and then also the air because it's showing up here in the reading strongly for somebody. So there could be someone you're dealing with that may be dealing with an air sign. There could be a choice between two people because we do have decisions. Someone could be in a marriage or a relationship with an air sign, and there is some sort of control and manipulation that may be taking place here that is preventing someone from taking on a decision, or someone is being kept in a state of confusion so that they don't make a decision. I do see that strongly for some of you guys out there. All right, so let's look at the past energy of this energy. Actually, let me pull these off so that I can clarify and go a little deeper for you guys. So some of you guys need to practice the self-care. You guys need to pull. So what happened was, what I'm seeing here too is you guys pulled away emotionally and you haven't been communicating with this person. And that is an act of self-love. Because if this person was in resistance to the connection and was in resistance to being taking accountability or being honest. Hold on one second. Today's trash day. I forgot. One moment. I'm so sorry about that. It was super loud, so I had to mute you guys for a second. All right, so I started to clarify. So for the past energy, or this energy here representing the awakening or the resistance here, someone trying to keep something from falling apart, someone was trying to control the situation, or there was a tower moment that took place here. It's being clarified by coffee cup. And it says meeting, conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. So you may have came in this person's life at a point in time where they were just going into their awakening process. Um, and you came in and they met you, meeting and conversing. And it was the catalyst, right? With the chariot, the catalyst for change in this person's life. So you came in and it says, looking at your photos, missing your nostalgia, making your memories. And this is all about them thinking about when they met you, when they first met you. They're reflecting back on their life before you and then their life after you. And they're realizing that you spark something within them. You put the meeting between you and them sparked a series of events that is bringing them here to this clarity. Their nostalgia, this nostalgia is them reflecting back and them realizing that this balance that came in was because with this tower, things were falling apart around them. They were losing control, and they may have made some sort of declaration of prayer. And they're realizing that this relationship or this meeting of you as a person, was all destined to happen, because that chariot card for me is, a very strong soulmate destiny card for me, because if you can see, he has the universe kind of covering him, protecting him, guiding him here. right? So then the next card is what was challenging this person, preventing them from taking on this new beginning or going through the rebirth, right? Because it's rebirth is addictions. And it says codependency, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. Yeah, restraining from going through this transformation because it's taking place, right? They're in the process of it. And this is part of the dark night, going through the dark night of the soul. That's why we have 3 sevens here. Clarify the Fool in reverse. Ooh. I'm not going to take those because those kind of slipped out. So I'm going to put those back and try again. I got the Fool in reverse. There we go. Woo! So we have empath narcissist paradigm. So yeah, you could be dealing with a narcissist. You could be the empath. And it says being charmed, used, enable, and boundaries. And I do see boundaries here. So both of you guys were learning, with this empath narcissist paradigm, setting up proper boundaries, breaking the blocks that are being stemmed from various addictions, which could be codependency, negative thought patterns, negative behavior patterns, actual addictions such as sexual addictions, drugs, alcohol, food addictions, whatever. So this relationship, like I said, was the catalyst for both of you guys, for both of y'all, for both people's spiritual transformation here. And both came out, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Yeah, and this is about the reason why this Fool card is in reverse is because this person couldn't close out, was in resistance to closing out a chapter here. When we have Girl with the Snake, there could be another person that they could have been dealing with. But again, like I said, this is this whole, this person may have gone through a phase of when they took advantage of you, manipulated you, charmed you in a sense, or vice versa, okay? But what happened is this person couldn't move forward into this new cycle because there was an issue with closure or moving on. Okay, let's look at this King of Swords, clarify it. Not enough. Like I told you, frustrated. It's just frustrated. In a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. That's what I see here. And I talked about that, right? With the ego, how the first house and its shadow aspect will kind of be manifested as ego, fear. Someone will take on a persona to cover up their own limitation or their own issues with lack consciousness or lack of self or self-doubt. And clarify the Ace of Swords. And this is what needs to be cut out. This is why there's a lack of clarity. This person has to come out of denial and take accountability and be honest. Cupid's arrow. It says, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting, or hesitation. And the Chaser. The Chaser fell on the floor. Okay, so hesitation. So it says, have faith, love is coming. So this person is hesitating. They're holding back, okay, with the Ace of Swords. They want to communicate, but the reason that they haven't communicated with you is because they feel a sense of self-doubt. They be not feeling themselves. Chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment. Yeah, they have fears. Okay, so this could be why they haven't communicated. But they're going to, though. They're getting clarity that's going to push them towards communicating with you. Clarify the Hangman in reverse. Mask, not showing their true feelings. Yeah. Hide, personify, pretend. That's what I was saying. They're not showing their true feelings. But they are in love. Kisses. It says unconditional love, giving and receiving affection. Falling in love. They are in love. They're just not showing it just yet. What's this Queen of Cups in reverse? There needs to be a conversation, engagement ring. Wow. engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. Yes. But at the bottom of the deck, not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding conversation, call, person, boundaries, still angry. So with the King of Swords, they're definitely still angry. They have to come out of that energy of being still angry. Clarify that today. Yeah, with the Mars energy, they're still angry. They have to come out of that. When they do, they're going to present an engagement ring or some sort of proposal of union. Clarify engagement ring. Clarify engagement ring. Wow. They're going to come in and tell the truth to clear up the confusion. And again, it's going to require them to have strength. They're going through this process though, but they do want to express truth so they can clear up this confusion, or they will express truth once they take off their rose colored glasses and come out of this energy, this Neptunian energy of being in denial. So the hangman is saying that there will be a little bit of delay or pause while this person sees things from a different perspective. Just know that the universe is here to balance out this, or is helping to balance out this situation. Okay. They're going through a process of reflection, doing a self-assessment, and they're recognizing that you made a big impact. Clarify photograph on them. They have a lot of nostalgia, or they're just thinking about their past in general. Yeah, we have self-care energy. They have to kind of get their energy up. So they're holding back because they're still, again, needing to release and surrender the past. Maybe another person that they're dealing with for some of you guys. But there is a fated union. Okay. But just know that this person is still in their ego, hiding behind this veil of illusion because they don't feel very worthy at this time. But they are going through the dark night of the soul, and they're being integrated into this energy of their higher self. And they will get the clarity they're needing. Okay, they're working through this rejection loss. Okay, they're fragmented right now. But Spirit is saying in divine timing, some of you guys, this person is going through a separation with somebody else. Okay, there's a strong soul tie between you two. Okay, let's get you some messages from the Hidden Truth Oracle deck. So give it a little bit more time. This person will reveal their truth when the timing is right, when they have cleared their energy. Now, what you can do in the meantime, in between time, actually, let me ask, what is being advised of the Watcher? It says, until debt tears us apart, contracts, career, commitments. Focus on your career, your own commitments. Also, this is a karmic contract. So they're saying something about a karmic contract. Clarify until debt tears us apart. After they end some sort of karmic contract, that is when the gift, this is when you will have this gift, this celebration, this reunion. Okay. And as you can see, this is an epiphany, a breakthrough, very beautiful energy. So it will take place. On the bottom of the deck, I just noticed that this person is still guarded, still closed off, still resisting, like I stated. Okay. But it will take place. They will have an epiphany. They will have a breakthrough. They're going through their transformation. The Hangman in reverse is letting me know that they are going to see, whoa, the errors in their ways, and they're going to take off their mask. They're going to be forced to. Okay. Something is going to take place in their life. There could be an ending that takes place that's going to rip that mask off their face. Okay. There could be someone else that they're clinging to, and there's going to be an epiphany about that situation. It says, I bury myself into work and in work to forget you. Yeah, I definitely believe that they have been really trying to avoid going through the healing. But again, like I said, I regret lying to you. Yeah. And it does show here with the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. This is why they feel a lot of guilt and shame. And this is why they're afraid to come towards you. They're fearful. I left you before you can leave me. Okay, one more. One more message from the soulmate. You and I were too young. So at the time, this person lacked the emotional intelligence. Ooh, Bottom of the deck, we will be together again. Wow. Very strong message of reconciliation for you guys. I think that at the time, this person wasn't ready. This person wasn't in a space. But you came in, like I said, as the catalyst of change to help them to go through this process that they were resisting for so long. They are going through the process. They are seeing the truth of their selves. Like they're seeing themselves. They're seeing the decisions that they've made. They're seeing how those decisions have affected them. They're seeing that how their lies or how their inability to communicate their feelings. Honestly, they are seeing how that has affected everything. But the truth of the matter is, okay, I want to clarify with, let's see what I want to use. Let's use my own oracle deck. Clarify truth. Karma kept trying to come out. Good karma kept trying to come out. Wow, again. Okay, so that's a sign. Wow, okay, I don't need to shuffle. Truth. I can't make this up. Good karma. I'm clarifying truth. And look, so there will be a balancing of the karma is the truth. Okay, very good. Let me just get you guys a quick final message of the truth you're needing to hear. I think you guys want to know the truth, and I think that this is what Spirit is conveying to you guys. Clarify truth. What is the truth here? Clarify truth. Ooh. Okay, so we know that there will be truth about lies. That's too much. Let's do that one more time. Clarify truth. So lies will be exposed, okay? This person is going to see the truth about why they don't feel enough, why they have these doubts, why they have these fears, why are they hiding behind ego? They're going to have an epiphany about maybe themselves or someone they're dealing with. We have jealousy coming through as the truth. They're jealous of you, possibly. Okay, they have a jealous wife. Okay, so the truth is, they're going to realize that they're dealing maybe with, the truth will come out that this person has a wife, or that the reason why they're hanging on to this other person is just because of jealousy. And the truth is going to come out about why they've been unfair. Okay. So they're going to find out about their wife. This wife they may be jealous, or something's going to come out about jealousy, or this wife may do something to make them jealous, or they're going to know that they've been treated unfairly. Okay. And that is going to be the basis of what makes them have this epiphany, what makes them come towards you. And they're going to get some truth about why they're so afraid. And I think it's because they may be with somebody else, and they may be going through some troubled waters in that relationship, confusion. And I think that because of that, or if that relationship does end, I think that they're just afraid that to not repeat the same cycle or not go through that again. They're afraid of committing themselves. Because they don't want to have to go through, some sort of burden or pain. But again, good karma is coming through very strongly in your reading, meaning that if you were hurt, if you got the short end of the stick, you will get, your justice. Okay. Here. Okay, that's the reading. I hope it was helpful, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. If you're already a subscriber of mine, thank you so much for supporting me. I love you guys so much. And I will talk to you guys in your you versus them reading. That will be coming up next week, okay? I'm still trying to kind of get back into my normal routine. I'm back in school full time, so I'm away 6 hours a day, and then I got to kind of readjust. And then with the full moon and all the events that are happening, I was just a lot of it drained. So bear with me while I kind of get back on track. Okay, so the readings may be a little delayed, but they will come out, okay, in divine timing. I love you guys. Bye.